to import a Hero HQ export into my roster. The first thing that you need to do have open is two windows. You're going to need to have your export from Hero HQ, so I've got that here, and then also your format for my roster upload sheet. The headings at the top are really important that we keep consistent, because if it doesn't match that format, then it actually won't upload and it'll come up with an error. Then all we need to do is we need to transfer the information across. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to transfer match date, match time, competition, team 1 and team 2. In order to do that, we go across and individually select the data. So I'm going to select the first bit of data is the date. And it's really important when we're doing this that we keep that order, because the other two sections, tab season and venue name, are a little bit more fiddly. It's matched across, we can start our import. So match date is the same as date. Match time is the same as our time column, game time. Competition name is your grade, so grade. Team 1 and team 2 are the same. The only two slots that we need to fill is our season and our venue name. Now, the reason I've left these for last is they can be a little bit fiddly. So what we're going to do for tab season, this is whatever you want to call your actual season. So summer, winter, 2019, whatever it is. We're going to call it test. Then you're going to, actually, might do it test summer 2020. Then I'm going to copy that information. So copy that information, and I'm going to paste it so that it is next to all of those information that we've got there. Okay, so I've done that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fix our venue name. Now, when we go into Hero HQ, you can see that venue and court are separate. In my roster, we need to have that information together. So what I'm going to do is, now that I've already put my game time in, I'm going to click on the H button there, that column. I'm going to delete all that information, and we're just going to use a formatting code to help put that information together. You can manually go and put that information in. This is a lot quicker way to do it. It can be a little bit fiddly, so I will go through it a couple of times. We push the equals button, and then we're going to type in concat, C-O-N-T. And if you have the functions, you can click on it. If you don't, you can just do concat and then an open brackets. Then what it's asking for is the first bit of text. The first text that we've got here is the first section in the in the venue. I'm going to click on that section there. I might open this up so we can see. Okay, I'm going to click on that there, and then I'm going to push comma. I'm going to do talking marks 1, so talking mark, space, talking mark, comma, and then I'm going to put text 2, which is court 1. Then I'm going to close my brackets, and then I'm going to push enter. You can see here that Allington Grammar School Court 1 has combined it. Then what we're going to need to do is we need to apply that code to all of the venues there. You can see the little square that I'm circling here, the little green square. We're going to hover our white cross over the square so that it turns black, and then double click on it, and all that information will fill across. Then what we need to do is we need to go to two-finger click or our right click on a Windows, go to copy, and we need to paste the information somewhere next to it. It doesn't really matter where, but we just need to paste it somewhere. Two-finger click again, paste special values, okay? And now we've got our information there. Then what we need to do is we need to copy that across to our My Roster document. Now, the reason we have to do that is because what concat does is it combines the information, but it uses the cells as a reference. So if you change anything and you move it, it won't actually work. Now you can see that we've got our venue name, our team 2, team 1, competition, match time and date, all there ready for the picking. Then what we need to do is we need to go to File, Save As, and we need to save this as a .txt, but it's really important because there are a few. We go to File, Format. I'm going to name it Format for My Roster. Actually, I'm going to save it as Upload Test. I'm going to save it to my desktop, and then I'm going to find where it says MS-DOS formatted TXT. You can see that there are other TXTs there. It is really important that we get the MS-DOS formatted one, because otherwise it won't work. Click on that, and I'm going to save that. Okay, so that's on my file. When it saves as MS-DOS, we need to just hit yes. That's exactly what we want to do. Now I'm going to go to myroster.com. Okay, I'm going to go to our home screen. Once it loads, Okay, I'm going to go to import, or sorry, we would go to import, which is through our admin side. Then I'm going to go to new import, name for import, which we called it test season summer 2020. Game duration, this is how many minutes it is between one game starting and the next game starting. So 9:40 to 10:30 would be 50 minutes. Then I'm going to select our default patent. Okay, this is how many officials you will be allocating to that. I'm going to select domestic. Choose file. And then we need to go to our upload test, which was the file that we just created. And then we're going to import, and then you'll see it take a little while at the top here while it's loading, and then you will be able to start allocating for your first ever roster.